it's April Fool's, and this morning one of my best friends died, which is typical of him to die on April Fool's Day. He's a 1 in a million character, and my other best friend who died almost exactly 2 years ago, it was his anniversary a couple of weeks ago. They were best mates and they were both characters, and I'm really jealous that they are together now because they're going to be having a fucking great time. I'm going to really miss him. His name was Matthew and he was a lion. He had big ginger hair and was very, very silly. And he's left behind a family, which is really tough. So, thinking of him. I was going to do a April Fool's prank today, but it just obviously wasn't appropriate. I found out that he passed away as soon as I woke up, 6 in the morning, which is actually when the moon became new, the Aries new moon. So he left with the moon. And come out for a walk and the bluebells are out. They weren't out last time I came out, so he left with the moon and left us some bluebells to enjoy. And I asked him what bird he wants to be, and in the bushes was a pheasant just squatting. I said, you're going to be a penguin or something. But it's a bloody penguin or something. And then there was just this great big pheasant lying in the bushes, like just looking really daft. And I was just like, alright, hi Matthew. So Matthew's now a pheasant. I've been picking daisies, making daisy chains to try and not cheer myself up, because you're going to be sad. There's nothing wrong with being sad. But just to be with the daisies, really. There was a lovely bumblebee sat with me on the daisies, and just it was really fun seeing how much the bee loves the daisies as well, which made me really happy. Yeah, April Fools. The Fools are all doing a workshop this week, which I wasn't in the right place or space for at the moment. It's an intense thing doing fooling, but I really like knowing that it's happening. There's the well. I talked about doing a thing, can you see? Yeah, look, doing a thing for May Day, and I was told there was a well that I could dress that's down by the fish pond, and that's it there. So yeah, I could maybe dress that. I'm not going to do anything for May Day this year. I just want to not do anything this year. So that's the plan. Really sticky outy side button today. It's annoying me. Yeah, this year is about doing nothing, and that's what I'm going to do. Just meditate and walk and be. I'm gutted that Matthew hasn't got to come here. I mean, technically he's just here with me now wherever I go. I've been chatting with him this afternoon, but I would have loved him to have been here in physical form, because he would have really fucking loved it here. And I had a plan to try and get him over here in May, because he's always my roadie on my kind of creative escapades. So my plan was to have him support me with getting some stuff over and like kidnap him for a few days in May, but that's not happening, so never did manage to get him here. I would have loved it here, so that's sad. Just thinking about the fooling community and my relationship with the fool, and I pulled the Fool tarot card last week, in the run up to the dark moon, and I never pull the Fool. So yeah, just sort of interesting that I pulled the Fool and then Matthew died on April Fool's Day, and it had the Fool card that I pulled was for the future, and I pulled it last week, so that's interesting. And yeah, just how magical the Fool is. And Matthew was a very magical being. He was a very, very silly being, but he was so creative and hilarious in his craziness. We do the off our heads Olympics. We'd do French baguette, javelin throwing, and three-legged racing, and it was just really fun. And that was the kind of nonsense that he was always instigating. Yeah, he was very funny, very silly. There's all these periwinkles. I love periwinkles. We've got sacred geometry, the hexagon. Is it hexagon? And it's 5? Yes. Hexagon in the middle. Yeah, sacred flowers. Little periwinkles, as are the daisies. I'll put these together, and also blackthorn. So blackthorn is full of secrets, and if you look at the flowers, they're full of secrets. So it's always worth stopping and chatting to the blackthorn and seeing what they've got to say, because they have secrets to share with you. Blackthorn's always out before hawthorn. There's gorse, she's come out, which means that the islands, on the next hot day, it's going to just smell of pina colada, because gorse smells of coconut. So you'll just have this lovely pina colada smell. I've just seen lots of robins and wrens and pheasants, and my granddad's a robin, my nanny's the wren, and Matthew's now a pheasant. Okay, happy April Fools to people. It is a special day, and the Fool is a magic being, and it's apt that Matthew left today.